Everybody, welcome to today's video. Beware the carrot. Okay, I'm not talking about actual carrots. It is a metaphor. Surprise, surprise. What we are talking about, for Jedi, this carrot tends to be Jedi Knighthood. It is that thing that's desired and run after. It is the focus, it is the goal, it is the aspiration. I want to get to be Jedi Knight. Knighthood is what I'm aiming for. But people get so focused on getting that carrot, people get so focused on attaining that goal that they're willing to take shortcuts. They want it already. They don't want to wait for it, they don't want to earn it, they just want to get it. Back in 1999, this is what created a standard problem, meaning that it took about 2 months to earn Jedi Knighthood. Now, the community was a bit different then, and interaction was a bit different, and there was a different feel to it. 2 months felt like a really long time. It wasn't, obviously. And of course, 2 months, you barely have time to learn the basics of the path, let alone apply it to your everyday life and gain valuable experience from it. The way that I look at the Jedi is much like age. At 2 months, you probably don't even know how to crawl, let alone walk the path. I've been in the Jedi community for 20 years, if you can call it a community way back in 96, 97, 98. I've been seeking, as a kid would, to become a Jedi Knight about 10 years before that. And here we are now, and I'm still not 100% comfortable standing here running my mouth, running a website, putting up an academy program. I do have a lot of experience. I do have a lot of mistakes to learn from, perfect examples of what not to do. I am certainly no Jedi master. Think about it. The Jedi community, when we want to be as generous as possible, has been around since 1995. Obviously, people have been seeking and inspired by Star Wars since 1977, but the community itself, this online presence, hasn't really begun. And again, when we're being super generous and we want to sound like we've been around for a while, 1995 is the year. That means we're 21 years old. That means we're bar hopping, doing kegers, and going out there and experiencing life. We're young, we're inexperienced, we're still figuring things out. Like all kids around that age, we think we know it all. We've been to school, we've been to college, we know it. We know what's going on. We got it all figured out. But how much are we gonna have it figured out in 20 years? In another 20 years, where's the Jedi community gonna be? Where are you gonna be within the Jedi community? What is your role gonna be? Are you gonna be satisfied in 20 years being like, yes, I earned my knighthood in 6 months? There are places in the community where the standard has grown since 1999, but not by much. There are places where you can get Jedi Knighthood in 6 months. Within a year, you can be a Jedi Master, and you can hold important positions within that group. And if that's something you're looking for, if that carrot is what you want, then you can belong to these organizations and you can get there. But I would like to offer just another way to think about it. Instead of seeking that carrot, instead of looking to obtain that goal, instead of making knighthood your purpose, I would suggest just living as a Jedi to be your purpose. It's not an easy life. It can be difficult. Being a Jedi asks a lot of us. We have our daily 5 practices. We have our goals. We have our tenets. We have these ideals in which we seek to live by on a daily basis. And it can be very challenging at times. It's also very rewarding. It can be very fun, and it can be very easy sometimes as well. But we do find ourselves challenged, and that challenge does multiply when you seek to guide someone else along the path. Certainly you don't know how to teach the path. People forget that knighthood isn't a marker, it's a responsibility. It is an acknowledgement. It is recognition that you have lived as a Jedi and know the Jedi path well enough and have experienced it well enough that you can take responsibility for guiding another person down the path. That is a huge responsibility. And if done wrong, you can mess up a person's life. Remember that Jedi is a lifestyle. It is how a person approaches problems in their life. So if you give the wrong advice, if you give the wrong lessons, if you teach the path wrong, they are going to make decisions based on that incorrect way of thinking. And that can lead to some serious problems down the road. This is something not a lot of people consider when they are seeking their carrot. There's an idea of instant gratification. The things that we want them now. Knighthood is not that thing. Knighthood is a responsibility. What you want is to be a Jedi. That's what you're asking for. That's the idea. We say Jedi Knight, but what we're really saying is we just want to be a capable Jedi that's able to make decisions on the fly, that we know this stuff already, that it's in our heads, and we are able to live as Jedi every day. That's not accomplished with a council position. That's not accomplished with a knighthood ceremony. That's accomplished by living as a Jedi day in, day out, making your mistakes, having your successes every day, learning, practicing, experiencing. And I promise, if you do that, you will get that recognition eventually. Thank you for watching. You know where all the buttons are. May the Force be with you.